One of my Twitter subscribers sent me this story. Shout out to Shadow of Nat Turner. This story right here. I don't think I remember this one. And I've heard a lot of stories. But this one right here is straight up bullshit. If I could type that out without having to censor the words bullshit in the title, without without possibly getting a strike, I would. But I will not. But this story is still some bullshit at the end of the day. This man's name is Robert Coleman. He's 27 years old and he's from Virginia. That alone right there lets you know we are heading into shark infested waters with this one. So last year, he got into a confrontation, I guess you can say a war of words, with this woman by the name of Fidelia Benitez. When they just had an argument or a disagreement about something, and this Fidelia chick, who I'm assuming is a Mexican of some sort, or a mestizo, quote unquote, a Latin American, called Robert Coleman that word. I don't have to say it. Y'all know what I mean. Well, Robert Coleman was so triggered by that word that he punched the shit out of Fidelia Benitez. He actually punched her so hard that with one blow to the face, he killed her. Let me say that again. With one blow, he killed her with just one hit. That's how mad he was when he did it. Now, if you want to add insult to injury, he was charged with second-degree murder. And recently, as in last week, I believe it was, he was found guilty of second-degree murder. His lawyers tried to argue it down to a manslaughter charge. That way, because manslaughter, of course, is the least charges that slap on the wrist charge. But no, they hit him with second-degree murder. And because of that, he's going to have to serve 10 years in prison. Now, this woman called him that word. He hit her. He didn't know that his punch was going to kill her. It probably caught him by surprise that he could even hit that hard. Because he's probably been in fights before in his life, and he's probably punched like that before in his life, and no one's died from it. But he didn't expect to kill her. That's why they were shocked that they hit him with second-degree murder, because that's almost like, saying, oh, he meant to do it. He didn't plan on doing, but he meant to do it. This woman disrespected him. He felt disrespected, and he reacted the best way he knew how. Now, I was reading through some of the comments, and it was saying how, oh, he should have been able to control his temper and everything. No, fuck that. Those people who come with that respectability, politics, BS, they can get the fuck out. They really can. I can't stand people like that. Oh, he should have been able to control his temper. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. Then what would you have done? What would you have done? Probably nothing. Usually the people that say that probably wouldn't do a damn thing. They would allow themselves to be disrespected. Now, what if I'm trying to get my words together because this shit is absolutely ridiculous, because I truly believe they overcharged this man. He should not have been hit with no second-degree murder. As a matter of fact, let me go look up what constitutes as second-degree murder, because I'm curious. What does that entail? It's a second-degree murder, any intentional murder with malice aforethought but is not premeditated or planned, involuntary manslaughter, a killing that stems from a lack of intention to cause death but involving an intentional or negligent act to leading to death. Now let me look up what manslaughter is, because that's what they say they wanted him to get. The crime of killing a human being without malice aforethought. So basically manslaughter, and it seems like manslaughter and second-degree murder is almost like the same exact thing. They have pretty much the same definitions. It says that she went to buy alcohol. The two strangers then got into an argument in which Coleman's girlfriend had to break it up. It says surveillance shows they was leaving at the 7-Eleven before she turned around and faced Coleman again, and then that's when she called him that word. He snapped, chased her outside, punched her, and he said he put her into a coma, and then she died 10 days later. I'm telling y'all, people, and the thing is, they it. Now, what if she had did to him what he did to her? I wonder what kind of charges she would have got hit with. Now, over in the motherland, I think in South Africa, there was this white woman who called someone over there that word, and they are giving her jail time. I think 2 years. 2 years is too little, but hey, it's jail time. They basically saying we're not going to tolerate any more of them saying or being disrespectful with that word. So now we're going to hit you with hate crime charges and we're going to throw your ass in jail. And then she had the nerve to be up there with some cornrows on. I said, nice try, but try harder. That won't happen in the States ever. The only thing I can say is I'm glad the guy felt that he needed to stand up for himself. Like, this, to do this. But then it also says it right there. Her name is Fidelia Benitez. So that whole black and brown coalition thing. And do you know how many quote unquote brown people use that N word every day? But many of them get so many passes because they probably have a black spouse or they hang out with mostly black people. And this, that, and the third. We have to stop giving out these passes. And furthermore, stop inviting these people to the cookout. Because if they ain't going to give you a pass and they not going to invite you to the cookout or the fiesta, hey, don't invite them. That's all I have to say. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.